My new manager hated me from day one until she read my personnel file. My name is Noah, and I had worked at Brightway Solutions for almost 7 years before everything changed when our company hired a new manager named Caroline. From the first day she walked into the office, I could tell she didn't like me. She barely looked at me during introductions, and when she reviewed my previous projects, pointed out small mistakes instead of recognizing my achievements. I tried to stay professional because I believed everyone deserved time to adjust, but Caroline seemed determined to criticize me. Within her first week, she changed my responsibilities without explanation and removed me from important meetings. I asked politely if there was something I needed to improve, but she simply said some employees become comfortable after too many years in one place. Maybe you need a challenge. I knew what she meant. She thought I was lazy and outdated, even though my performance reviews had always been excellent. My coworkers noticed her behavior too, and several quietly told me they didn't understand why she treated me differently. I didn't want workplace drama, so I focused on doing my job better than ever. I arrived early, finished every assignment, and documented every project carefully, but nothing seemed to change. Caroline continued watching me closely and questioned almost every decision I made. Then one afternoon, she called me into her office and said she was considering moving me to a lower position because she believed I lacked ambition. I was shocked. I asked what evidence she had, but she only said she had reviewed my history and had concerns. I left the office frustrated, but I decided I wouldn't let her opinion define my career. A few weeks later, the company announced an important client presentation, every department prepared carefully, and Caroline assigned herself as the main presenter. She asked me to organize the background research because she believed I was better suited for behind-the-scenes work. I accepted the task and created a detailed report with years of customer data, financial analysis, and solutions based on my experience. Presentation, everything changed. The client asked questions about past projects, and Caroline struggled to answer because she had only recently joined the company. She looked through her notes nervously. Before asking me to explain, I stepped forward and answered every question clearly. The client was impressed and asked how long I had been involved with the account. After the meeting ended, Executive Director thanked me for saving the presentation and requested my full work history. That was when something unexpected happened. Caroline needed access to my personnel file. And for the first time, she read everything about my career. She discovered that I had trained previous managers, helped create company procedures, and received awards for improving team performance. She also learned that I had once turned down a promotion because I wanted to support my family during a difficult period, not because I lacked ambition. The next morning, Caroline asked me to meet privately. Her attitude was completely different. She apologized and admitted she had judged me before understanding my backgrounds. She explained that at her previous job, she had inherited an employee who avoided work, and she had mistakenly assumed I was the same because I had been with the company for so long. I told her assumptions could damage good employees before they ever had a chance to prove themselves. She accepted that and promised to treat people differently. Over the following months, our working relationship improved. Caroline started asking for my input and included me in important decisions. She even shared with the team that experience was not something to underestimate. Essentially, she recommended me for a leadership position, and I accepted because I finally felt recognized for my work. Looking back, realized the hardest part wasn't having a difficult manager. It was knowing someone created an opinion about me without knowing my story. But I also learned that patience, consistency, and dedication can speak louder than unfair judgments, because sometimes the person who doubts you the most only needs the chance to discover the truth